Let's be clear, the disconnect between whatever universe the Sims team lives on and the real one is insane. And the gloating is not helping. Like, what is this supposed to mean? Look at this short that they posted about all the combinations in the gameplay that you can get by playing The Sims 4. Excuse me, what? Do they want a trophy for crunching some numbers through AI and getting these stats? Is it impressive that a game that has been running for over a decade and got hundreds of packs and DLCs could potentially give you all of these different gameplay combinations? I am not impressed, honey. And also, trust me when I tell you that nobody over here is demanding quantity over quality, because that's the point that they are conveniently missing. Just like people are saying in the comment section on YouTube, what's the point of all these incredible options, allegedly, if the game is unable to carry on the most basic interactions, breaking foundational parts of the gameplay as it struggles to load a decent wedding, for example, even if you bought the freaking pack that is all about weddings. It's literally called My Wedding Stories. What is the point of gloating about all of these combinations if then I load my family and my Sims are all freaks who are flirting with their family members? Right, the point of doing that is what else could they be gloating about, right? Losing all of their influencer friends who used to help them sell broken content to their audience? Should they gloat about the fact that only after that happened, poof, we got all of these fantastic fixes to the decomposing corpse that is The Sims 4 today? And it has been for a long time. I mean, since it freaking started, babe. Now stay with me and feel free to hit that like button if you're enjoying your stay here at the Drama House, because I would really appreciate it. But we gotta skim through this new entry in the Journal of the Demise of yet another legendary video game franchise. Because the gloating continues, honey. In the article, Reticulating the Splines, an update to our quality of life roadmap, which you can find on EA's website in the Sims section, and also how much do they love saying reticulating the splines? I can imagine that they think that that's such a smart and cool way to catch your attention. An inside thing that only you would get if you play The Sims. They're so down to earth, you guys. They really get us. Ugh. So, this beautiful new entry is, well, guess what it is? It is yet another excruciating gaslighting attempt. Just the latest way to say, I'm sorry I hurt you. I promise I'll change. Girl, I mean, is this toxic or what? Here at The Sims, we love creating games that allow you to experiment with your life. The Sims 4 is our most ambitious life sim yet. It's defined by limitless creativity, not just within the game itself, but how you choose to play, what platforms you play it on, what you download from the gallery, and whether you kit it out further with custom content or mods. Every sim, build, creation, and choice you make adds something unique to the experience, and it also adds complexity. While it's true that making any game is hard, life simulation games are especially challenging due to their deep interconnectivity, freeform gameplay, and the randomness built into the simulation engine itself. When you add in years of updates, there are more than 2.4 quintillion possible combinations, really, of expansion packs that a player could own. If we spent 1 second testing each combination, it would take over 77 billion years to go through them all. That doesn't include game packs, stuff packs, custom content, or the differences in PC, Mac, and console hardware. Okay, so I have some thoughts here. So let me stop here for a second before I give you the final part of this article, just so that we can all feel something by the end of the video. You're welcome. So my thoughts are, to quote a great philosopher of our modern times, and I wonder how I bought all the lies. You said that you would treat me right, but you was just a waste of time. Honestly, please, 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 The Sims 4 team, stop. It's like they're saying, oh, we're sorry, this game is shit and always has been shit. But you know, how can we fix it for everybody when you guys fill it up with mods and CC, since that's the only way to actually have fun with the game? And also, have you seen how many years this has been going on? How many updates and how many DLCs? Excuse me, but how is this any relevant? Who decided this? The players? The players decided to keep the game alive this much? When did the players decide to release over 100 DLCs? Wasn't this considered, you know, in the great scheme of things? Like, didn't the big executive brains think about this? Of course, the more you slice, mince, chew, and spit the content into more and more packs than ever before, you're gonna get users with all sorts of combinations. More or less packs, more or less custom content. They didn't know this when The Sims 4 launched, because from what I remember, by the time The Sims 4 was released, more than 3 other titles had already existed, and they all existed with the same formula: base game and extra content released later to gradually implement the base game experience. That's been the drill since day one with The Sims. So how come that they're now highlighting how this way of working can be challenging? When you've been putting out hundreds of DLCs? I mean, it sounds very convenient if you think about it. But I mean, this post should be disregarded completely, in my opinion, and that's just because of its insipid, honey. What do they mean The Sims 4 is their most ambitious live sim yet? When? Where? And who ever said that?
Who is saying that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that?
Maybe ambitious in the sense of like, yay, let's be ambitious and see how much money can we get out of these players' pockets. Maybe that's why. If that's the ambition, sure. But come on, you can't seriously look at The Sims 3, for example, and The Sims 4 and deem The Sims 4 the most ambitious one. Come on, come on. It's just ridiculous. But don't worry, babe. You know, don't worry if this entire statement sounded tone deaf and stupid. Because now we're gonna go ahead and read how it ends, and let's just read it. We know bugs and instability can be frustrating, especially when they impact your stories and saves. We're working to make the process of fixing them more transparent, consistent, and sustainable. The Sims 4 has always been about creativity, connection, and community. Your feedback, comments, and votes via the EA forums are continuing to drive what we prioritize, and your creations inspire us every day. We will keep updating you on what's fixed, what's in progress, and what is still under investigation. Together, we will continue making The Sims 4 the best and deepest simulation game in the world, one update at a time. Okay, now, honey, call me crazy here, but when they say we will continue making The Sims 4 the best and deepest simulation game in the world, I'm like, has the Trump squad already entered the building at EA? Are they gonna make The Sims 4 great again? Like, what the actual The deepest live simulation game in the world? Stop. Just stop playing. This game came out in 2014, babes. What are you gonna do to make it the deepest sim game in the world? What does that even mean? And also, one update at the time?
Bitch, you better be joking.
Girl, it's been hundreds of updates. I mean, come on now, this is not our first rodeo. What are they even talking about? They know how bugs can be frustrating when they impact your save files? Like, hello? Frustrating? People paid for the game and can't access their save file because of your constant updates and bullshit breaking their save file. While in the meantime, you stopped allowing people to play offline to avoid this all updates nightmare. And also, if you scroll back up and you read what they say when they address the save file issue directly, they wrap it up by saying that they haven't found the real cause for this problem yet.
Hold up, wait a minute.
Wow. Very impressive, very clear, and very transparent. So you know what? Let me be transparent and clear. The game will never, ever be able to sustain the amount of crushing content and redos and updates and fixes because it was never intended to do so. None of the previous titles lasted this long and got this amount of content throughout over a decade. The general lifespan of Sims games before The Sims 4 came out was on average 4 years. The Sims 4 was never even meant to be a sequel to The Sims 3. It was supposed to be something else, an ambitious multiplayer online game, and I mean, when have we heard this before? Hello, Project Renee, is that you? So no, it's not about your personal combination of packs and CC and mods. That's not why they are unable to give you a smooth experience. Literally, it's not you. It's them, it's the freaking game. Let The Sims 4 rest in peace instead of pushing this weird idea that The Sims 4 is EA's best child, you know, the most ambitious, the deepest one. It's just, honestly, it's embarrassing. But if you think about it, this whole speech that they're giving with this post and the gloating that they're doing in their little shorts and reels is very much positioning them in the right spot to drop the news in a couple of months about the fantastic idea that they're currently cooking over there. I bet that they're just setting the stage so that they can gloat once again as they announce that they're remastering The Sims 4. Because in their narrative, if the objective is to make The Sims 4 great again, the only way they can really do it is through the remastering idea. I've already covered the rumors and the nastiness about that, so feel free to check out the video right now. EA might be so confident and so secure when they say that The Sims 4 is not going anywhere, but I just wish that they opened their eyes a little bit and started asking the question that nobody really wants to answer. What happens when The Sims 4 lives forever, but there is nobody out there who's actually interested in it anymore? Well, that would be probably the official death of the franchise by the hands of EA, the newly acquired gem of the Saudi government in collaboration with the rubber man himself, Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. So if you have any love or passion left for this franchise, for what it means to you and to the community, for how much you've resonated with it in your life, you can't be convinced by any of these words. If anything, you should be feeling more suspicious. They keep telling you about all these fixes, yet your game is still unplayable. Something is not right, huh? Because it is not. That's why it would be just so amazing if during this EA Store holiday sale or whatever, you just didn't indulge in any of their discounted prices and, shop for that. I know maybe you were planning on it, and it is ultimately unfair that you have to resort to these measures. But that's the position EA likes to place its customers in, to then have the audacity to post a statement like this one, blaming the players for having, so many combinations of packs and mods. There are too many, and so it's impossible to address them all. Don't buy anything, honey. Do not engage with this gaslighting. Resist the urge, fight the sale, and boycott EA.